Bubbies. Hello, Bubbas. Hey. Hello. He's eating the nasties that I gave him. Obviously, he slept in his little box. We had to change it because frickin' partridge feathers everywhere. Hey, Bubbas. He's ignoring me. So I want to show you guys what we woke up to this morning. Yes, this has to go over into, I have a garbage pile started over there. But this is what we woke up to. Woo! I'm getting snowed on. It's snowing out there, Bubbies. It's snowing outside. Hey! Hey! It's snowing outside, Bubbies. Hey, Bubbies. Oh, he's purring. He's purring. So yeah, we got, I don't know, about an inch of snow so far, and it's still snowing, so that is what we woke up to. Look at the snow outside. That's what we woke up to on November 10th. Some lovely snow. Now I'm gonna go get my turkey in the oven. I already turned it on low, it's just preheating. I got it on 250. It's 7 o'clock right now. I've been up since 6. Just kind of laying around playing on my phone for a bit. I didn't want to make too much noise because I wanted my kid to sleep in a little bit, but that doesn't happen because he was up at like 6:10. But if you kind of pretend that you're sleeping, he doesn't really get up and make a bunch of noise, so that's good. This little fella the floor is filthy and disgusting in here. This whole porch needs to be redid, but what are you eating? Hey, puppies. Is he eating the skin or what? Gross. Anyways, I'm gonna go get my turkey in the oven. How are you going to play in the snow? Are you going to play in the snow? Hey? Where are you doing? Where are you going? Oh, the snow. What? Hurry up and go do your business and get back in here. It's cold out there. Alright, so it's about 7:30 right now. I got my turkey in the oven down there, and I'm just making some breakfast. I got some bacon going. I'm going to cook some of the kielbasa, or kolbasa. I don't know, I've seen it spelled kielbasa, but that's how I say it. I could be saying it wrong, but whatever. So I got some bacon cooking, and I'm going to cook some of that, and then I'm going to make an egg bake, I guess. I was going to make maybe I'll just make scrambled eggs. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see. I got some cheese and some peppers and some mushrooms. I got more in the fridge. I just wanted to use up those. So I'll show you my plate whenever it's all ready. Alright, so this is what I've got going so far. I switched the pans because the bacon was sticking too bad to that one because it's kind of really thin bacon. And I got the kielbasa in that pan. Just going to take this little bit of bacon out and make a little bit more. And then that'll be it for the bacon. And then I'll show you guys what I'm doing with the eggs. So this is my pan. I just sprayed it down really good with some spray. I have 6 eggs in there. I'm going to add some milk to that. Then I have my green pepper. I got some cheese. I might end up grating up some more. And the mushrooms. And then I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of garlic powder, some parsley, and some salt and pepper. So I'm going to go get that mixed up, and then I'll dump it and get it in the oven. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Got the mushrooms, the green peppers. I mixed the cheese all in it. Now I just put a little bit more salt and pepper on the top, and that is my oven ready I had it at 250, but I've moved it up to 350 just to bake this. I'm going to grate a little bit of cheese over the top of it, and I did add one slice of the processed cheese just to add some cheesiness to it. I'm going to grate some cheese on top of it, and I don't know how long it bakes. I don't know. I'm going to say probably between a half an hour to 45 minutes possibly. So I'll show you guys that when it comes out of the oven. I'm going to add a couple pieces of just bacon. Forgot about that. If you had like sausage, cooked sausage, you could add that if you had it. You don't have to add anything. I just figured I had a couple extra pieces of bacon. Why not? So I'm just going to grate the cheese on the top. And put it in the oven. Some people, my mom, when she used to make it, she used to put like a little Pillsbury crust down on the bottom of it, but I'm not. I'm gonna make mine gluten-free. There aren't any biscuits at the bottom, plus I don't really like it. It's more or less like a baked omelet if you want to look at it like that. Right. There it is. It's going in the oven. Alright, I just did up the dishes. The egg bake is still in the oven. It's only been, I don't even know, maybe 10 minutes. I just did up the dishes. Riley already ate. He had a toast and some kielbasa and a little bit of bacon. And he will have a piece of the egg bake when it comes out. But he's just so impatient and needs to eat like pronto because he goes on like he's starving. Which is not the case. He eats about every 10 minutes, so I just have our plates here with a little bit of bacon and some kielbasa on it, and I'm just waiting for, like I said, the egg bakes, and then we'll have some breakfast. I got a full pot of coffee over there, and I'm just going to go sit right now, enjoy my cup of coffee, and then obviously after we eat, I'll do up the dishes, because I want everything to be clean. And then once the turkey comes out, we'll probably eat, and then I'm gonna like take all the meat off of it, debone it, and just get the meat in, not the meat, but the broth into the freezer. I'm not gonna make that up today because I don't have enough containers, but I will include that as part of kind of like my the meals that I got out of it, because obviously you can make broth, and if I end up with a ton of broth, that's a ton of soup, and yada yada. So I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee, and I'll be back and I'll show you when the egg bake is all done and plated. Alright, so like I said, it took about a half an hour to 45 minutes for it to cook. It just came out of the oven. It's kind of still bubbling around the sides a little bit there. I'm just gonna let it cool down a little bit, and then I will cut it and serve it, and then I'll show you guys my plate. Alright, so there's my plate already. Got the meat and the eggs. So I'm going to go enjoy that with my cup of coffee. I already started working, kind of like getting the tree all bushed out, I guess you could say, while this was cooking. I turned my oven back down to 255. I'm going to let the turkey cook for a little while, and then I'm going to come and check it and baste it and all that stuff. So I'm going to go enjoy this breakfast. And if you want a closer look, let me zoom, focus in here. And you could add tomatoes to this. You could add whatever you guys want. So that is Saturday morning breakfast. Alright, I have a bit of a confession to make. I absolutely freaking hate putting lights on a Christmas tree. Now that I'm looking at this on camera, it looks like a little crooked. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit better there once I get it all fixed up, but I'm having issues with the lights, and it's driving me insane. Usually I put colored lights on. I have all these lights here that do not work. I have set over there that only half of them work, and it's like seriously driving me mental. Here I had some. These I had in my kitchen. They were working, and now that I went and put them on the tree, they don't work. So it's like I want to pull my freaking hair out. So what I might do, because I went all the way around with it, and usually I have my tree like probably up against this wall here, I might just kind of do the front of it and screw the back of it, because I want to be able to have enough lights to cover the whole tree, and this just looks homely. So yeah, I've been screwing around with this for a good 2 hours now, and like, well, between that and the lights and all that crap, so I'm just, yeah, a little bit discouraged right now, and I really don't feel like going out and having to buy Christmas lights. Obviously, next year I will have to get some. Sorry about all the bright lights, but the bright light from the big window. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. It's about 11 o'clock right. I don't know why he does that. The turkey should almost be ready and out of the oven, so I'll film that, and yeah, so I want to see what I can do with this. So there is the turkey out of the oven. The bacon's nice and crispy. I just took it out. I'm going to let it set for a little bit, and then I'm going to cut it all up. Alright, I have my potatoes in here. I just added a little bit of salt, pepper, and butter, and I'm going to mash them up with my mixer. There, it literally took seconds to do that, and then now they're clump free. I have my carrots there. I'm just in the process of deboning the turkey. I'm just starting with the harder parts, obviously. Typically I would just throw everything in, but I find when the skin is in, it's greasy, so I'm just going to put the skin aside and give that to the stray cat, along with a couple just pieces for him. But most of it, like, I'll probably give him this chicken wing, this turkey wing here, the little ones, and not even bother with that. But the rest of it is going to go into a bag in my freezer for stock later on. And then here I just saved some of the juice that was in the bottom here. I'm going to strain this stuff as well. I'm going to try to separate some of the fat on there, and I added a little bit of my broth, not broth, but like this stuff, whatever that is. It's just like I guess it's a broth. We use it to make soups, but I added probably a tablespoon of that in there, mix that up, and I'm going to I put some cornstarch with water and put that in there as well, which it's probably all, yeah, it's all sunk to the bottom there, so I'm going to boil that on the stove and make a gravy with it, and it should thicken up. And I also have some macadamia and chocolate chip cookies in the oven. Those were from the freezer. I just froze them in balls and popped them in there at 350, and I don't know how long they're going to take, but I'll know when they're done. So that's going to be our dessert. Potatoes look really, really yummy, so I will come back and show you guys my plate when it's all plated up. Alright, I want to show you guys what I have so far. That is the two turkey breasts that I did not cut up yet. And this is all the other meat. It's on a big, huge plate, and there is a ton of it. So I'll probably bag it up in just separate portions so that we can do different things with it. Like I said, I know for a fact I want to make some of those turkey croquettes. So I'm going to put some away for that, and we'll probably eat the breast. Not all of it, obviously, but I'll put some away for sandwiches and stuff like that. And then I have my gravy here. That's just kind of thickening up right now. Tastes really, really good. So I just used the drippings from the turkey, and then just a tablespoon of that broth stuff. I didn't even really need to use that, but and then I took a cornstarch slur and emptied that in there as well, so that's what's going to thicken it up. Alright, so everything is ready. The gravy thickened up fairly enough. It's not like thick or nothing, but it's a good gravy consistency, I guess. There's some carrots, the potatoes, and I wound up with a ton of meat. This is all the breast meat, and the other is like a mixture of it. So like I said, I'll be bagging it up in different portions for different meals, and I'm going to vlog all that on a separate video and show you guys all the meals that we made with the turkey. And then in this grocery bag is all the scraps. I'm going to tie that up and double bag it and throw it in my deep freeze, and that will make a big pot of broth, so that'll be included in the meals. And then I just have one last thing left to wash. My dishes are all done, and it is 20 to 2, so we'll probably have an early supper. Okay, so it is shortly after 3. I just went and had a bath, just to kind of like, I don't know, I have a bath and I find it just gives me a second wind to get going, because I've been going since 6 o'clock this morning. Anyways, so I'm gonna plate us up some supper, and obviously I'll show you my plate when it's done. We are eating a little bit early just because we all have kind of like digestive issues, and turkey's something that's hard to digest, so we're gonna have an early meal, and we'll just, I don't know, have a movie night or something tonight. We'll have some snacks and that, some popcorn and chips, and we're not gonna starve to death. So this gravy is freaking amazing. So yeah, super simple, and it didn't come from a pack, which is awesome. So I'm gonna go plate up our supper, and then I'm gonna show you guys. And there's our supper.
Hey, how come you have that?
Riley's, you want some bacon?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
There's a couple cucumbers, and we got our drinks, and we got our potatoes, and our carrots, and our turkey, and some bacon. So we're gonna go enjoy our supper.